out to kill Yamaza. Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa. Attention.
What is the definition of Human Rights Day? Have you ever asked yourself this question as a South African or even an African? When last did you ask yourself such a question like that? How is human rights supposed to be celebrated? Isn't human rights a day whereby we celebrate the rights of all skin colors, irregardless of background and status? Isn't Human Rights Day a day whereby we should remember the importance of rights for every person of every skin color, culture, and from all walks of life? That's right, but we have a bigger problem in South Africa whereby all of that has changed and we see a new definition to Human Rights Day. There are some individuals who try by all means to change that definition. We have politicians who claims to be revolutionary. They claim to bring freedom, unity, stability, and all that is right. But the truth is that they are wolves in sheep clothing. The real truth is that they bring chaos and division in a form of peace and unity. We have politicians like Julius Malema in South Africa, who is of the EFF party. He acts like he's fighting for the South Africans. He stand on the stage and start singing his favorite song, which is Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer. And guess what? He did it on the Human Rights Day, a day whereby we should be celebrating the rights of every person, including black, white, Indian, colored, and every color. The deceived crowd at his rally raised their voices. They cheered up, celebrated him, applauded him for such a stupid song like that. The majority of them who cheered up, celebrated him, are those who are poor and have nothing, are those who are vulnerable, those who are there for free food, free t-shirts, free handouts. Most of those celebrating him are those poor citizens and foreigners who are facing load shedding, the sickening unemployment rate, skyrocketing food prices, high cost of living, lack of service, crime every day, water crisis in each and every day in their townships. Malema has been singing the very same song for years, but nothing has ever changed. Townships are still the same. Urban areas are decaying even more faster. Businesses are collapsing. The unemployment rate keeps on excelling each and every day. I don't even want to talk about crime because it's depressing. After singing that song to the public with his poor supporters, he continued to live his lavish lifestyle and continue to buy expensive things. Meanwhile, the poor supporters face the music of load shedding, poverty, and unemployment combined. Malema's EFF party is not a revolutionary party, but a business. Here's an example. Floyd Shivambu and Mbuyiseni Ndlozi left the EFF party not long ago. Some of you know the reasons why they left, but if you think carefully, they stick to the party long enough until 2024 national election. In their minds, they were thinking that they were going to get the majority votes and that their votes were going to be above the ANC and the DA combined. But things went south as the results came as a shock. The sad part is that they became the fourth party, if not the last, as the MK party took them by surprise. On the other hand, the EFF already had a safety net in case if things didn't go as they planned. Malema publicly said that he will give the ANC the votes that belonged to the EFF if they didn't win. but it was in exchange for some few ministerial status. Fast forward, when it was time, the ANC went and joined forces with the DA, the PA, and the others. All the plans of the EFF failed. When it was time to elect the president of the country, Malema opted in to compete with Cyril Ramaphosa. He was happy and joyful, like a kid who has been given some sweets. Unfortunately, Ramaphosa won the vote against Julius Malema, the leader of the economic freedom fighters. He won by 283 votes and Malema only got 44 votes. This clearly shows that the EFF will never win anything and will never run the country, not in this day and age. Malema lost in a shameful manner. When the EFF saw that they didn't get the ministerial positions, the blue lights, they then became more furious and divided, and the controversial Ndlozi and Shivambu then left. Shivambu then joined the MK party, and Ndlozi, who is confused, just went for a radio hosting. Those guys saw that there is no future in the EFF. They hoped for a quick ladder that they could use to climb to the higher ranks of the government, but they failed. South Africa is facing a crisis of business collapse, crime, unemployment rate, and even load shedding. But all that Malema could do is to talk nonsense. He is not offering any solution to the problem that the country is facing at this moment. He is only after his own pocket as he sing, "Kill the boer, kill the farmer." He knows the roots of all chaos in this country, but he fails to address it because he's after the pocket, he's after the money, and that's all. He knows that all chaos is caused by the incompetent, corrupt leaders who are his close friends. The very same friends he drink coffee with behind closed doors that a mere citizen cannot afford. He is the part of the chaos that he cannot confront. The only solution that he knows and give to people is the race card, because he knows that many South Africans are still stuck in the past. Many are still haunted by the trauma of the past. He knows that if he present a race card of white monopoly capitalists and boers to the black South Africans, then many will buy into it and will support him and will even celebrate him. He always make people to focus on the past and act as if he's going to return the land. He act powerful, like he's gonna bring the land tomorrow and overcome the so-called wealthy white men running South Africa behind the curtains. The definition of the EFF must be reconstructed to empty empowerment fighters instead of the economic freedom fighters, because these guys are not fighting for any economy. They don't care about you. They only care about your vote. They capitalize on the struggling people of this country instead of giving them a change of mind. They always reverse their mind from the present and the future back to the past. To the poor, he always preach a white monopoly capitalist message, and those are the Ruperts, Oppenheimers, Stellenbosch Mafia, Rob Hersov, etc. And he gets away with it and act like he's fighting for their freedom. He act like a rescuer for the people, but he's not willing to get crucified for them. He's not willing to liberate them from the chains that has bound them. He doesn't care about struggling South Africans. His kids go to a white man's school, but yet yours go to a public school. He goes and eat luxury meals, drive luxury cars, live in luxury estates, while you live in the shack, RDP houses, and barely afford bread. South Africa is a sinking ship, but Malema has ignored to fix all of that because he knows that none of that affects him. He's already wealthy. This man will never save you. He only came here to distract you and continue to lie to you. He act like he is innocent, but he himself is corrupt like any other. Several years ago, he stole the money from the VBS and continued to do so even till this day. The money that was supposed to help people from his party disappeared all the way into his pockets. Millions have disappeared under his watch. This man will never care about you. After singing "Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer," you go back and face the same reality of sufferings, and it will never stop until you wake up and smell the coffee. Malema loves controversy and power, and he knows that it will get him enough publicity and recognition from all over. He knows that his stance will make him look like a revolution, even in outside countries. Malema swings on the trends of destruction because that is where his power is. Because most people, they love chaos and destruction. His destruction opens the path for corruption and more looting of funds and resources. South Africa needs to wake up and have a change of a mindset. South Africa needs to be smarter than these politicians. South Africans need to drop the race chase, which only reverse them back to the past. And they must focus on the unity and the future by correcting the present. You can sing that foolish song all day long until you die. But nothing will ever be solved as long as you keep voting for foolish Mickey donkeys. South Africans must know that they are on their own and nothing will be better if they don't stand up by their own 2 feet and stop relying on the government. South Africans, there is no savior coming for you. You are your own savior. You have that power to make a change. Stop falling for Malema tricks. He doesn't care about you but his own family well-being. Be your own change. Be your own savior. You can do it.